Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, Divine Masculines, we're going to have a chat. I'm not sure what about. I feel like we've been chatting in dream states. I've just kind of like I get up every morning and I always have a cup of coffee and I go back to bed. Always. So I'm not consciously choosing a cup, as I was just going to say to you about my feminine, my youngest cat. She drinks out of a little beaker that I put on the floor, and she's knocking the cup. And I was just about to say, I don't consciously choose my cup in the morning. It's like sometimes I kind of get drawn to a cup, and I've got the grates today, so we've got our heads on, and it was like I've been kind of having I've spoke before about like kind of a mastermind alliance. That's if you've been following me. Napoleon Hill talks on it a lot about, kind of coming together with your guides. Let's just say that, your guides. And I feel that's what's been going on, but I'm not actually sure what I'm meant to tell you. But I think it's going to be a lot to do with, let's just cut to the chase. It's like, why does she keep knocking that cup? Knocking the cup. Signs, synchronicities. Just kind of wanting to know the deal. That's what I'm thinking. And then I had this feeling, I'm going to say it, that I had this feeling that I might actually start talking like a chav, which is fine by me. I know how to talk like that. I originate from where the name originates from. So, but it's like I've worked so much on trying not to speak like that. And it was like my authentic self, like, because I've kind of try and work on my pronunciations, and I don't live in my home county. It's kind of like, why is it when I speak the truth that you relax? Something to do about my accent. Anyway, so that's just what I've picked up on, because it's like, okay, why are you coming up? And normally it only comes up when I'm really, really relaxed. So if you put me in with my own, and it's, yeah, a completely different language, it's like, whoa, I didn't realise. So I want to talk about the Siren call. That's what I want to talk about as well. I said that I had a dream that was in yesterday's video. Or not even a dream, it was just a message, and it was something to do with a siren call. Mermaids, most definitely, but angels as well. So it was like a calling that was coming. I didn't even gurgle cups. What's going on with... Okay. I didn't even Google what maybe a mermaid siren call was. So we'll do it while I'm here. It's a mermaid siren song. A siren song. It's melodious, angelic song of vocals. It makes the person feel relaxed and released of all the stress and problems in life. All they want is to hear the song longer and longer, without lyrics, to tell those who are enchanted and obsessed with the mermaid who sings it what to do in lyrics. What does... Okay. That's quite interesting. I was just talking about my accent. There'd be meaning. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's like I tend to live my life in bloody riddles. And I know masculines don't like that. It's fun. Well, I think it's fun, but I think it's frustrating. So it's a siren song. There is a little picture here. A siren song is made from the tears of heartbroken lovers. That is why the lustful and the wicked are drawn to her call. Her voice echoes the pain and the sadness that their blackened souls yearn for. That's quite beautiful. Not great about the lustful and the wicked being drawn, but it's definitely the divine feminine's energy, is that people are drawn to that energy. It's an energy. And they kind of want it. But actually that energy is from heartbreak. So, a siren song is made from the tears of heartbroken lovers. So it could be that they're drawn to her call. I was going to say it could be that actually you're recognising this within yourself. Let's turn this off. Interesting. Right, shall we do a reading and see what wants to come out? Okay. I have a Sharpie on the table. I don't know, there's just like signs everywhere. My deck's upside down, and as I split the pack, I saw moving on. So, okay, let's have a look at, I really would like just to channel. I've been channeling for hours now. And I'm going to tell you that the energy is judgment. So it's the divine masculines are in fear of being judged. So I know that much. But I think it's best if I kind of just, I don't know, let's just free flow and see what comes out. What accent comes out is going to be interesting. Okay. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. I'm just going to get a story out. There's no rush. The Ace of Wands. Justice. Nothing's coming through clearly yet, guys. On your way, but you're feeling burdened. Okay, so let's just stop there. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. That's about putting your head down and focusing on your craft work. You look a bit isolated. And I feel that maybe you've been contemplating. You know when you can get lost in work, but still you can't turn your mind off? It's that kind of energy. And it's like you're focusing on trying to take your mind, okay, getting your head down. I felt there that you wasn't reaping much because you've only got the one pentacle down by you. So, and then you've got this Ace of Wands, which is this wand here that's blooming, full of, it's like this is the passion. It's also kind of like the magician's wand. So I'm kind of feeling, because there's just the leaves growing from here, aren't they? It's like, in this moment of you being in your mind, okay, you're having visions. It's like the universe is sending you visions. Then we have the Justice, which makes me feel, now this is the universe stepping in, okay, but it makes me feel that you're aware that you need to balance this out. What you're working on may not be actually your passion. And that's quite a solitude card. The Tower's in the background, which means that you're not really focusing, you're not working really, you're just focusing on that. You've got your bench, you've got a brick, and it looks like you've just taken yourself off somewhere. And I want to say you're having visions, which is causing, it is justice stepping in, so they're letting you know that you're not on the right path, but your scales need to be balanced out. So how are you going to do that? Well, it looks like you kind of know. Okay, I've just picked up something else from this card. Is about, I said about you're not really reaping much for yourself. And this card here is about actually being quite burdened down. But I felt it's kind of a lot of weight keeping this up. You're doing a lot of things. You're focusing on other stuff. You think you're getting somewhere. Not very fast. And then I feel this distraction here because you keep getting distracted. Right, we need to have a look into this a bit more. Memories of loves here. I said that you was having visions, passionate. This is about a mature love. Somebody returning from the past, the Six of Cups, but the card is memories of love. Now, I said that you're having visions, but you're keeping your head down. I'm going to say you're having visions of maybe marriage because there's a church in the background here. And this could be about you maybe wanting to maybe give somebody some flowers. I wasn't going to say a proposal, but actually the figure here is a bit kind of taller than her. And I want to say they've been on a pilgrimage and they come bearing flowers. Okay. And what's nice is that there's 5 other cups that are blooming as well. But this is being offered to this feminine energy here. Having a real good look at the cards today. What's that crossing that shield? I don't know, but someone might. Got the Magician, and you've got the 5 of Swords. So the Magician is if you're visualizing this, you're manifesting it. You feel like you're burdened and you've put your head down to work on your craft. You're grafting. But there's a knowing here with the Magician. The Magician comes to change your life. You change your life. But with Justice and the Magician here, it's there's a helping hand. Now, then we have the card of being embarrassed. It's a surrender card. When you feel like this, people in the background can walk away, just drop their swords and walk away. So I'm going to say that this is about being embarrassed about past behaviour. I said I felt the energy was judgment. We need to kind of get here. We've got Justice here. So let's get one more for this one. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which would be the Divine Feminine. Right, so it's going to be interesting to see what the next row brings out. So this really just shouts out, you're trying to put your head down, you're grafting, okay, just try, but the visions, it's just not letting you be, but there is this surrender, this past events, letting go of, I know what it is, it's sometimes when you're in this mode of putting your head down and feeling burdened, and you're trying to refuse to see something that Justice is trying to... When I've said Justice then, I just thought of the law system, and then I wanted to come in with the law of attraction. It's like the true justice system is here to help you out. But what happens is as you try to refuse to see that the help is there, because it's in a different form, it's more of an inside job, it can actually cause you to rebel, and maybe your behaviour to kind of go reckless, maybe even more, because this is about enough's enough, and if you carry on doing it, you just keep adding to the burdens. when really it looks like you actually have some good developed cups of love here to give away. But there's a fear. You have your back to her here. But the Queen of Wands is the mystical. Now, if you're grafting, then you, in the material, you will not be connecting probably to this energy as much. You're trying to escape it, but your solitude, whatever you're doing, which means, I spoke about it yesterday, meditation does not mean that it's a stillness. When you're grafting and you know you're grafting, it's automatic, it's like driving. Best time to meditate probably is when you're driving, you just don't even realise you're doing it because you have some other concept of what meditation is. So while you're driving, while you're doing your craft, while you're grafting, trying to take your mind off it, you're putting yourself in solitude, which means you're going to get the downloads. You're going to hear people talking in your mind because you already know your craft. You don't need to focus on it, it's automatic. A bit like driving. Getting from A to B and wondering what happens in the middle. Well, that's what I said I've been doing this morning. You just can't escape it. You end up having conversations, quite a few hours as well. Let's get another run. Right, so I think that we do need to, I don't know how we're going to talk about the judgment and kind of, because I feel that you want, I don't know the other side of the story. I'm really not sure. I can come up, there's just so many angles and so many different situations that hold the same theme. Yeah, the moon's come out. It's going to be kind of impossible to give you every scenario that's out there regarding this connection. But shall we see what the cards want to come up with? Because I can speak quite freely with the cards. I think that might be best. Let me get 3 more from here. Yeah, the King of Cups about remaining balanced and now about planning. There's, conflict. So a fear of being judged, and Judgment card hasn't come out yet. Because it's your fear. That's why it hasn't come out. It was coming up as your fear. You don't need to fear that judgment. That's why it hasn't come out. So the underlying energy is you're conflicted. And I said about squabbling and maybe your behaviour. The message really that was coming through this morning is at some point you have to stop because it's just more tormenting to carry on doing it. So the cards that just came out was the King of Cups, which is obviously the king that is trying to balance out these emotions. Because this isn't a King of Cups who's working here. And neither's this one, because he's feeling burdened. So, but we do have, the memories of love. And the King of Cups is here. So, and so is the Surrender card. It's about being ashamed and maybe embarrassed of your behaviour. But what happens is you just continue to do it, which means more people just get hurt. The Moon, about secrets, things being kept in the dark. It's like the longer you keep things in the dark, the more unbalanced you're going to feel. We've got the King of Cups with the Two of Pentacles. Cards that have been coming up. You know when the energy's really shifted because the same cards will come up and come up and come up. 10 of Wands, definitely. Two of Pentacles, all the time. King of Cups, yes. What other card? 4 Swords. About resting, meditating. Judgment card. Not the conflict. I've been getting the judgment, really, for your energies. And now we have the conflict. That's why I like to come on camera, because then we can kind of just deal with what we're talking about. But we're talking about handing that baton, let's call that like a relay race. Handing that baton, okay, to someone, and you've got the world in your hand. So this is about planning now. I don't know where we take it from here, guys, but I do want to kind of clear through it. Tables rocking. There's no reason for it to be unbalanced. Do you know, actually, I had this the other day. I think it's the cup. It's the cup. Cup of love. Right, we've got to think about this, because we've got to put the signs together. I come on with the greats. It's unbalanced because my table, the cat is knocking a cup over. Okay, cards, what are we talking about? Okay, cards. Just looking at discovered electricity and invented. Can't see anything more. Burden. Okay, let's look at this Ten of Wands. Let's find out what this burden is. You're on your way somewhere. You are burdened down. It's about wrapping up cycles now. We've got the World card. Can be about bringing in all those elements now to become balanced. With the Two of Pentacles and being a divine masculine, that is the stage. You will need to wrap up all your old cycles so that you can move into your new one. Yeah, and we've got the Eight of Wands. It's about things happening really quickly. Can be that you've been working on things for quite a long time, but they're just about to land. Not sure I'm laying these cards out. There it is, the Judgment. Okay, so we're gonna. So there's a Judgment card, and this is what's burdening you down. That's a real forgiveness card here, but that is the universe giving you that. If you've pulled the Judgment card, it's kind of saying you're ready now to face it. Burdened. It's a burden, this judgment. We need to find out more about Judgment. The Oracle will tell us more, won't they? Yeah. Okay, are you concerned regarding being judged on where you've been focusing your attention on your craft, and that it wasn't actually the right thing? That's pride. When you put so much attention into something and it just wasn't delivering. So with the Judgment, you're burdened, you're going somewhere. Right, let's just put the Judgment card down. So you're on your way somewhere. I picked up you're really grafting, but it's automatic, so it means there's probably no passion in it. There's no passion in that. And you've missed out. You really thought it was going to kind of deliver. We're going to check out this World card now. So I'm just waiting for the cards to tell me what to say. You've got the In Love card. Wrapping up a cycle. And we've got the In Love card. And I'm feeling that isn't what you've been feeling. I don't mean that. That isn't what you've been pursuing. And I feel that this love is now overwhelming. It's quite sloppy. So now you have to deal with love. And I want to say what love means to you, because that will wrap up the cycle. Let's look after the world card here. It's 11 o'clock. 1100. You're following your intuition, your guidance. It's the High Priestess. It's the Word of God. So, judgment. You're being called. Comes in with the siren call. Your intuition's calling you. Maybe it's your divine feminine calling you. And you hear it. You hear the siren call. There must be something why I'm saying this. You masculines won't talk about this. We're moving on because it's 1101 now. But I'm looking at this Eight of Wands. It's about things happening quickly. It's about communicating. Maybe travelling. Relocation. It's like what's been going on in your mind. We had the Six of Cups come up. And I said there was a church there. Yeah, and I was going to say marriage, and the marriage card comes up. This is the Hierophant. This is about your belief systems and your traditions. The way that you want to do things. And this is, I'm going to say, a divine marriage. Have you been told to communicate quickly? I don't know. I'm in a feminine state here, so have you been instructed? You've got the calling. You've had the calling to go. So what now? Have some dinner. It's Lily having something to eat. Not Jasper. He's still zonked out. Where is he today? I think he's in the middle of the rug. Just in the middle of the room. He's busy grafting, doing what they do best. Sleeping, cats. Really is sleeping a lot. What's the bottom? So it's heartache and loss, moving on from the past. We've still got to look into this judgment, but we're going to go into oracle cards. Let's use the mermaids and dolphins. Okay, I'm not going to accumulate boxes today. Hello, Lily. Okay. Hey. Okay. She looks like she wants to jump up. Right, I've got two there. She's going to jump up, guys. It says about your worthiness. Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. Okay. This judgment, self-worth. I spoke on yesterday's video, the energies that I was picking up was about self-worth, self-forgiveness. It says you've been blocking your manifestations. So working on this graft, I'm going to say. You've been blocking your manifestations due to deep-seated beliefs that you don't deserve them. Manifestations aren't rewards for good behaviour. They're efforts of your thoughts, beliefs, feelings and actions. When you allow yourself to receive, you help with God's plan to demonstrate love everywhere. That's the universe, okay, like the world card. Demonstrating love. So that was the first card, love, around the world. And it's kind of like You know what to do with the High Priestess? Okay. Accepting heaven's help isn't just about you personally. It's about allowing yourself to be helped so that you can help others. Accept good graciously and affirm, thank you for gifts that have come to me now. I gratefully accept them for the good of all. I'm not going to add any to that. It says you need to simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So major adjustments here within the home. Another energy I picked up on over the weekend was feeling worthy, having a look around and thinking, oh, you know, I need to sort myself out. Did actually want to call this kind of, I felt like it wanted to be called like the Divine Masculine, saying, what the fuck is going on with me? Or what am I doing? That was the energy. Anyway. So that might have been when the chav come out. I don't know. But it was like a real annoyance with one's behaviour. So simplify your life. Your energy has been fragmented and it's time for an adjustment. By drawing this card, you're asked to take drastic measures to simplify your life. This means clearing your home of unnecessary items, cancelling subscriptions to extravagant publications, and saying no to demands on your time, getting organised and being more efficient with respect to your schedule. Watch yesterday's video if you haven't already. It touches on that, so it's good that we're having a chat. So you may feel that such a project is overwhelming. However, if you take one day at a time, it doesn't say that. It says one day a week. But I think you should take maybe one day at a time. Depends how busy you are. So one day a week to whittle down the clutter. You'll feel an enormous lifting of weight from your soul. The results is an energy and esteem boost that will enable you to complete the tasks at hand. Your soul and body will thank you for your simpler life. I said I saw there who discovered electricity, and it just said here, the results is an energy and esteem boost that will enable you to complete your tasks. Okay. Right, let's find out some more, because we're moving on from this past events. Waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. But it's like a sacred union. It's a divine marriage. This whole top row now could have really a different meaning, completely different meaning. I'm going to redo the read, okay? What comes out instinctively, can't even get my words out, is correct, okay? I never question what I say everything for a reason. But I will change that. So that stays, but we've got something else coming through. It's all about this siren, this calling. Okay, so with the underlying energy being the Three of Swords, it's about moving on from that heartache and leaving the past in the past, okay? But it looks like it's really knocked your worthiness. Based on the energy I've been picking up over the weekend, there's this disarray going on. It's time to simplify your life, okay? Now that can happen, especially if you're putting more work into your work. The reading before spoke about, I can't remember, I just knew then. The calling, okay? Well, I spoke about the calling. I think that's what I was going to say. We have the call. It's like you're being called. You know that. And it's like releasing these burdens now. I said you was on your way somewhere. Okay. And then, but then I picked up that you've actually been kind of working in the wrong area. So we're just changing the story a bit. But what it is you've had the call. And all these burdens need to be dropped because you are going to your prosperity. It's here. We spoke about it's kind of, it's time you need to share your love around the world now. Okay. I think the call is from the divine feminine's energy. Okay. And it speaks of, when I spoke about the mermaid siren song, it said about heartbreak and tears and being quite alluring. Okay, so that energy can really, but that's a very unique energy. And it feels like you're just following your intuition or your feminine's intuition. But it's a divine union, it's a sacred marriage. So there's already this knowing here. And it's like you're being, this is just the energy of needing to communicate, needing to actually move towards this now. It's like stop doing the other stuff and now you need to move towards simplifying your life. And well, that card speaks for itself. You're leaving, I always say, the circus. You're taking what you can and you're off. But you actually know that you're going off to better places. A little bit of a sneaky energy to that, but that's just really, after carrying so many people's burdens, you're kind of like happy to be freed, released from that. Then we have your worthiness. Okay, feeling that you don't deserve this, even though you know that you've had the calling. Simplifying your life. It's kind of like sorting yourself out. Okay, but it's saying that it's okay, the help's there. Just take it one step at a time. Don't get bogged down with it. You will be directed. Okay, you'll have the urge to go and do a certain thing and just do it while you're in that. And you've got waves of prosperity, new abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. So we'll read this one. Excuse me. And then I think I put an oracle of shadows and light. It says new waves of abundance are sweeping over you right now. Observe any ideas that enter your mind at this time, as they may be seeds of a profitable new venture. Also notice any out-of-the-blue phone calls or chance meetings with people who could help you. This card also means that you're on a success streak. This is an excellent time to begin new ventures. Of course, follow your inner guidance and do appropriate research. You'll see that doors open easily for you and that you're filled with extra confidence and enthusiasm. Practice being a grateful recipient of good. Know that there's a notion of abundance with no danger that it will dry up. Just felt like it was that call there because she's actually got the, I don't know what it's called, you know, the shell communicating, isn't it? She looks like she's waiting for a call. You'll know if this resonates. What's the bottom? Playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestations. We've got to read this one. Sharing that love around the world. Playtime. It says that you're going to have like this new, fresh energy, new ventures. I spoke about working on the wrong kind of trade. When it becomes grafting, that's not fun, is it? Or joy. So it's like I want to say it's like you find something that's very enjoyable. A completely different way of living, a way of playing, just a way of being. Okay, let's read playtime. This card indicates that you've been straining and working too hard and that you've lost your original focus. You're striving more out of habit than out of a clear direction. The dolphins ask you to stop and divert your attention through stillness and non-competitive play. Any kind of playfulness will shake up your ruts and routines and allow you to regain perspective on what is important and what is not. I said, but that card, it's about understanding what love is now. You're questioning that, knowing. Playing is a magical form of meditation. There you go. You would never think so, would you? As it opens your heart chakra and allows your creative spirit to tap into the divine wisdom. If your playfulness involves outdoor physical activity, the extra oxygen will also spark new ideas for you. Yeah, I mean, if you're a really sporty person, definitely get out there. And best people to go out and play with the children, aren't they? So they keep you really active, keep you feeling young. And it may be that you're just gaining these ideas and revelations and aha moments. It's definitely something here. But you're getting a call. Okay, let's get this. I kind of knew that yesterday, didn't I? It's like, in the end, they don't leave me alone until I get the message out. So, I think that will do it. It's 11:17. Why am I saying 11:17? That's not even like a... Or if I see it, I have to say it. We've got miracle here. Sevens are coming up a lot. Yes, sevens. And, oh, yeah. That's really bizarre because 111 and number 7. It was just somebody telling me that they were actually going to take a photograph because they were out and about, and they were in a very... They were contemplating their worthiness, and they said that they looked on their kind of gauge or meter, whatever you have in the car, your screen, and she said that it said 111, and she was actually going to take a picture of it because that was coming up. And I said to her that I'd been seeing a lot of sevens. We have 1117, but we're actually kind of finding out the meanings of those. So there's something about really tapping into these synchronizations. Don't question them. If you see it for a reason. I think it's time to start having a look at the messages that are coming in. Let's have a look at this miracle. The angel of alchemy is the miracle who stands between the physician and death. She is the powerful healing angel who will resolve this health issue that is confronting you at this present time. Her role is to help you find the perfect treatment for your body and to restore your well-being naturally and healthfully. She's shouting out play. So all I can hear is play. It's like play your wellness. Play your way to wellness. Oh, that's good. Play your way to wellness. I like that. Play your way. I can't even get the way. What word wants to come out? I want to say play your way to wellness. Right. She helps you find the right doctor, the right treatment. Yeah, I thought I was holding up the playtime card. I'm losing it now, guys. Come on. Right. She helps you find the right doctor, the right treatment, the right healing mode, and the right attitude and energy to overcome this challenge. She will draw on powerful energy from her heart chakra, which will be sent to you and which can revive your energy and your belief in the possibility of your perfect health. She will help you find the courage to face physical life, for it is that which has overwhelmed you from time to time. The sheer courage it takes to experience life in physical form is that which she is here to help support you in, and to show you that not only does it take great courage, it brings the greatest of all blessings. It's that simplify your life. Anyway. The Angel of Alchemy speaks, I am here to help you make a miraculous shift in your body and your health. Whether you have an injury or an illness, or simply feel ill at ease within the form you currently have, I am the Angel of Alchemy, and I can show you how to change your current experience of physicality. Getting these words out. Got Pussycat coming in or out? I stand here and have done so for many thousands of years. I've seen the fear and the guilt of others. I've seen the fear of infection, the anguish of pain, and the despair of life seeming to end. But I'm here with you now to show you how to create health and strength, and how to stop being so frightened of growing older and having times when your body will challenge you. All will be well, and all this will pass. This form is just one of many you will create. Let me show you how to live anew with love and health. Okay, so what's the divination message? There may be health challenges for you at this present time. Regardless of what you or one dear to you may be experiencing, it is time to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I had a short time left to live on this planet? Then begin to take action on these plans. Because the beautiful thing about looking deeply into the human fear of death is that this examination of mortality will create an exquisite sense of being alive now. And you will reprioritise, and you will begin to shape your life in new and meaningful ways once you see that time, in the sense of bodily life, can be short. Do not hesitate. Take action now on changing what can be changed. When you receive this card, you're about to turn a corner with a health challenge. The current situation has actually served you in many ways. It brought your focus back to what is truly valuable in your life and made you aware of the areas of neglect. Now you can move forward with a refreshed set of priorities that are based in something very real. The Angel of Alchemy encourages you to make your healing, either your own or that of someone close to you, the top priority. The siren call, the feminine's energy, heartache, loss, tears. It's a siren call. It's the Angel of Alchemy encourages you to make your healing, either of your own or that of someone close to you, the top priority. Okay, but I think maybe you know that. So, how do we find out Archangel guidance? I want to say, how do we find out? Only your own intuition can tell you what the next step is. So, I was going to get Archangel guidance, and I've got daily guidance from your angels. Okay. Still that career transition. We had that come out the other day, yesterday. Let's give them a shuffle. Yeah, it was, remember I said it was a feeling of, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing to me, my body, my life? Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. Playing, getting out in. That cat's knocking that beaker again. The same cat, 2 years back. Okay, well, we've had enough. Simplify your life. We've had enough guidance for that. So it says you are co-creating your health by following your inner guidance about lifestyle habits. I give you inner nudges to improve the way you eat or to exercise or rest more often. My prodding isn't to nag you or rob you of pleasure. Rather, my urges are in response to your prayers for higher energy levels, increased well-being, weight loss, and a happier mood. When you take excellent care of your body, your outlook and self-esteem naturally blossom. So working with Archangel Raphael, Raphael is heaven's physician, and he prescribes preventive and curative medicine in the form of divine intervention and guidance. In the former, he swoops into the situation and surrounds it with his emerald green healing light and love, and the situation is instantly healed. But in the latter, which is actually more common, Raphael will give you intuition and hunches, showing how you can help with the healing. So you're co-creating your healing kind of here. What did it say? You are co-creating your health. You get masculines very much at the moment are working on their physique. It's important to a masculine. It's not that important to a feminine, but it's important to a masculine. I get that, just like a feminine doesn't want to look, you know. But masculines at the moment are very focused on fitness, getting their shit together. But this playtime and this opening up to love just naturally makes you radiate. And the weight will fall off. And you will know what to eat. And you will want to eat more healthy choices. You'll find the balance. It's like about having it all. I suppose it's like having your cake and eating it. Okay, so you can have it all, but not in the way that you were doing it, because then that just caused this. And the feminines are very aware because it done the same. And the feminines are very much kind of on the same par of getting them, sorted. Anyway, it says spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. It said you've had to push. So, although you may feel intimidated, we've had that kind of card come up earlier, didn't we? Although you may feel intimidated by the prospect of change and by the thought of moving past your comfort zone, you're ready to fly high. Welcome new opportunities and know that it's safe to follow your heart and dreams. Keep your focus upon love, service and spirit, and avoid naysayers and skeptics. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. So working with Archangel Ariel, Ariel loves all living beings and gladly helps them all. She's a master manifester and she's especially supportive of people who are healers, teachers and service workers. She's very partial to the environmental area and she works closely with the nature angels to protect and heal animals, particularly the birds, animals and fish who live near or in the water. Yesterday I picked up the masculine energy had birds around and he was by the water where the feminine energy was in the desert. So one way to work with Ariel is to participate in environmental work, including picking up trash near a lake, stream or ocean. I'm losing my voice. Okay. Donating time or money to an environmental cause or switching to environmentally friendly cleaning supplies. Healthy lifestyle. It's like about your footprint, doing your bit. Okay, spread your wings. That's awesome. And remember that you inspire others. I like that bit. What am I? Spread your wings. Remember that you inspire others with your story of turning challenges into victories. There was something I was going to say. Oh, there was something about the deaf in the miracle card. I'm going to share it on the Channel of Love Facebook page. It's on the Hay House Heal Your Life Summit. And it's about not being afraid of the afterlife or death, something like that. But it came out very late, I think, last night. So I haven't watched any yet of series 2. What am I working with? Okay, let's get we'll get one more from here. Clairvoyance. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. All angles, guys, it's coming in. This card here, apparently I've got to tell you, I wasn't into tarot, but through actual Hay House, I listened to one of the trainings. I knew nothing about tarot or oracle cards. And this was the beginning of last year. So it's probably the same time. No, maybe the year before I'd heard. But I'd heard Kyle Gray talking, because he connects with angels. And it was a point where I was looking into that. My husband was going to be going through his transition. And so we spoke about how maybe we could connect. So after my husband's transition, I actually purchased just oracle cards. Okay. And the Archangel Guidance was the pack that I purchased. And there was something, this card here, I recognised this card, and I realised that this is one of the people that kind of done clearings over me, and was always there. So it just reminded me of when I first started to tap in, and I recognised that I had actual spirit guides. It was the face staring up at me, and it was like, I know you, and that was what it was. Not straight away. I'd had the cards for a while, and it was like, I know you. Where do I know you from? And I realised it was in a meditative state. So let's read this. Your clairvoyance may come in different forms, as fleeting mental images in your mind's eye, as dreams, as reoccurring sights in the physical world, as auras and energy, or as apparition experiences. I don't think I say that word properly, but it doesn't matter. All of the facets of clairvoyance are beautiful and varied. Enjoy and trust them. Hold the intention of seeing only love, and that is what you'll see. Working with Archangel Raziel. Raziel's aura holds all the colours of the rainbow. It's the chakras here, you see. It's quite interesting that that's what. Okay. Raziel's aura holds all the colours of the rainbow, like a beautiful prism of light. Working with clear quartz crystals magnifies clairvoyance and helps you feel closer to Raziel. The clear quartz crystal, I actually have some of that, but in like earring form. Actually, I have quite a lot of crystals in earrings. I've never really thought about that. So I don't have crystals in the house, but anyway, Kriya. What is that even? Is that, it's not even a word, is it? Anyway, clear quartz crystal. When I was researching the crystals that I had, which I've been holding the rose quartz for the heart chakra, and then I have like the amethyst, so it's like all is well. And when I was researching about them, it kind of told me about clearing, how you clear your crystals, and you can actually place them onto some clear quartz crystal. And it made me feel that that was just about being purified. Right, I'm going to end on a roomy message. I've got the Lover's Oracle. I rarely use these. Then we'll do a roomy. Okay. Let's see what messages want to come out from the Lover's Oracle. It says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So we're picking up on this death, aren't we? Near realising what love really means to you, what's important to you. Okay. Okay, there's a message here. I thought two came out, but only one did. You can see the picture there. But the message says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So I feel that that's a connection that you're feeling with your feminine. I'm going to get one more, then we will end on a roomy. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And you've got to remember that there is that siren call going out, the mermaid siren song. You can do your own research. I just pass on the messages, yeah, and the okay, let's finish with this roomy message. Oh, I do have quite a lot of coffee left. It's good. Sorry, I'm just going to take a moment. Being called home. With the siren song, I spoke about where you originate from, being drawn to that right at the beginning. I do like to have a think about why I've said certain things, because I don't feel that I've really come out very authentic with my original accent, which is what I felt I was going to do. So someone's got to try and make sense of it all. I don't mind doing that part. Excuse me. I still feel that there's something to do with a baby. Don't know why. A pregnancy. And the reason is I've just looked over and a box has caught my eye, and it's the Druid Craft Tarot, which I'm not using today, but it has the lady card on it. So could mean about things being fertile, but there's something to do with maybe birthing, a pregnancy. I'm not sure what the energy is. It's like it could mean a lot of things, lots of different circumstances, situations, but then we have the kind of they're all a little bit similar, otherwise you wouldn't resonate. And lots of people are resonating with this story across the world at this time. So, the lady. Then I want to say the lady and the tramp. Let's get a roomy card and finish this off. And it says a new gown. Card number 18. All right, let's listen to this message. I'm not saying that you haven't been, but I want to actually listen to this message and see, you know, if it brings it all together. So we've got a new gown. I feel like I'm getting congested, like I don't want to speak. Not me personally. Okay. Let's do the poem first. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice be. Behold my immeasurable kindness. Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed a chalice of eternal wine in my hand." Okay. It says, "I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous, as if lit from within. For of course it is, beautiful angel, your complexion is radiant with the light of life. Your hair will shine with lustre, and your entire being will be complemented by this gown as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak, so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully, as befits a royal child of divine parentage." I have such goosebumps. Talks about the divine marriage. I really have goosebumps. Okay. All right, let's get the message out. Our beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe, being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the divine mother's skies. Play your way to wellness. Yet like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold on to your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let it go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes, you may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling onto, you will be left stark naked, exposed and vulnerable. Those thoughts are not worthy of your status. But perhaps you are yet to realise you are of the most sublime, royal lineage, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, and a crown of stars, and a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive a gift of such dignity, in whom is such authority vested, that you may no longer be as the beggar, asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs. You may simply decide to shed that, stand up to walk, with your head held erect and with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Just amazing, look. Since you've had the calling. They're all naked around the table of divine feasting. Look, stark naked. Vulnerable, exposed. Your divine gifts. Anyway. You may simply decide to shed that, to stand up and walk with your head held erect with regal grace and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realise it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift on your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realised in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honour yourself as a living being, worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realisation. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or division. Who cares? Not you, not I. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realisation of royalty within. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where, united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honoured. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots, or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. I'm going to end on this sacred honouring ritual, but I want to say, I realise probably why yesterday's message was important. What did I call it? I don't know. What was it about? Anyway, it would have been the 6th of May. I can't remember what it was called, but it's really just touching on this. And it's kind of like we're just now having to think, going in a bit more deeper about it. It's like more clarity. So let's do this sacred honouring ritual. I really can't remember what that video was about. Okay. I know it's about coming on because I'd had this, it was about the calling. That's what urged me to come on, and then a load of other stuff come out. But it really is kind of touching on what's been spoken about today. Let's end on this sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands very lightly upon the top of your head and say aloud, I cast aside lesser crowns. Open your hands up to the heavens and say aloud, I receive the royal gown descending through grace. Slowly and gently guide your hands down from over the top of your head alongside your body as though drawing a royal robe over your head. Allow your hands to gently touch the floor as though the robe completely covers you. Sit comfortably and visualise or intend that the most beautiful gown of many colours surrounds you. You may or may not be aware of the colours. You may see layers of shimmering lights, stars, roses, or more. You may hear the gown singing like a choir of angels, or gurgling as though it is a fountain of liquid gold. Let it be as it is for you, as subtle or powerful as it wishes to be. Whatever happens for you is perfect. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, place your hands in prayer position and bow your head. You have finished your sacred honouring ritual. Okay. I'm actually going to get you a journey of love. I feel there's just something more that needs to come out, and I'm not sure, but I know that I'm not quite done. So, we'll see what that's all about. Coffee? Awesome. It's good reading. It means you divine masculines are really starting to get the messages through. Can be a bit daunting, scary, a bit terrifying, petrifying, earth shaking. What was that shaking? I heard that. Did you hear it? And I said earth shaking. Okay. Right. Let's get a journey of love. And hopefully that I could be able to wrap up them. And hopefully you got what you need to get from this reading. Knowing without knowing. Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. I'm going to say that again. Just distracted again. Okay. So sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. We feel something that we cannot quite express. Perhaps others are quick to dismiss it as meaningless whimsy or irrationality. Yet that feeling beyond the mind's capacity to fully perceive is the ancient truth of your greater self reaching through time and space to connect with you. Like a phone line extending from a more ancient place in the world, you can hear it crackle perhaps. Not the clearest reception, yet you can also sense the love travelling along the telephone line. The things that you feel and that do not appear to make sense are the things to trust most now. You are being guided by a force far greater than your own mind. An ancient divine brilliance is reaching to you, communicating with you. You may not hear or understand it with clarity as yet, but you can feel it and trust what you feel. This oracle speaks to you of the opening up of your higher mind, of the part of your intelligence that can dialogue directly with the forces of divine guidance and creation. These forces use symbols, abstract communication through dreams and visions, through impulses that circumvent your conscious mind and have words streaming out of your mouth or flowing through your mind that you have not created of your own volition. Someone speaks to you and you respond. with words that you feel you are hearing for the first time as they pour out of your mouth. Whose words are these, you wonder? It is your ancient self that speaks. Trust is strange and mysterious at this time. It is another way, an ancient way of wisdom that you are tapping into now. Enjoy this new sacred connection unfolding. This oracle is also confirmation that you have relationships around you now and continuing to come to you that are from times long past, karmic connections that will take you further on your journey of love. The poem, I have been here before. Aromas open the doors. I walk through knowing. We've got to just bring it down to the mermaid, the siren song. You're now have your own kind of personal direct line to your feminine. Okay, let's leave it there. There's the awareness. But you knew that. Okay. Right. Have a great day, guys. I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Remember to be aware, this whole reading has been about the signs are coming in. Okay? It's like you have a calling. You're being called. Okay. Much love to you guys, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye for now.